Welcome to Skill 247 Avenue. In this lesson, we are going to look at how to use formulas and functions in Microsoft Excel. So, what is a formula and what is a function? A formula is an expression used in Excel to perform calculations or operations on data. It usually begins with an equal sign and can include values, cell references, operators, and functions. And a function is a predefined or built-in formula in Microsoft Excel that performs a specific calculation using given values or arguments. In this lesson, we will look at how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide values using formulas. We will also look at how to perform calculations on data using functions like min, max, average, COUNTIF, and then SUMIF. We will look at functions like concatenate, HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP in future lessons. Let's get started. I have my data here. We are going to go ahead and start adding our values. I want us to look at how we can add the value 10 and 100 using a formula. Now let's add these two values, 10 and 100. So I want my answer to appear in this cell, which is cell F2. So I'm going to add the value 10, which is in cell D2, and the value 100, which is in cell E2. So I want my answer to appear here. So the first thing I'm going to type is the equal sign. Now note that we have 10 here. We are going to add 10 and 100. So 10 is in cell D2. So I'm going to click on it, and then it will reference the cell inside the name of the cell inside this cell where I want my answer to appear. Since we are adding our value, I'm going to go ahead and press our operator, which is the plus sign, and then I'll come here and click on this value, and then it will reference the cell name, which is E2. So when I click on enter, see that it will calculate, or it will add these two numbers, 10 and 100. You can see that our answer here is 110. Now let's subtract our values using a formula. So I want us to subtract 15 from 20. So let's begin with our equal sign here. So I want us to subtract 15 from 20. So 20 will come first. When I click on 20, it will reference the cell name where the value 20 is found inside. So it is cell E3. I'll go ahead and press my operator, which is the minus sign, and then I'll click on this value 15, and then it will reference the cell where the 15 is found in, which is D3. So I'll go ahead and press enter. Now see that it has subtracted 15 from 20, and our answer is 5. So now let's multiply these two numbers here. 8 times 9. We are going to multiply 8 by 9. Note that in Microsoft Excel, we don't use our traditional multiplication sign, the one we use in mathematics. Here, we use the asterisk as the multiplication sign. So let's multiply these two values, 8 and 9. So let's bring our equal sign. It is always important to bring your equal sign. If you don't bring your equal sign, your calculations will not work. So this, we are multiplying this, so I'll click on it. It will reference the name of the cell, it is found in, which is D4. Now let's get our operator, which is the asterisk, and then we'll click on this cell, which is E4. Now we have equal sign D4 multiplying E4. So let's hit enter, and then we have our answer here, which is 72. Now let's divide this number 120 over 12, and also note that in Microsoft Excel we don't use the traditional division sign we normally use in mathematics. Here we use the forward slash as the division sign. So I'm going to press my equal sign, then I'll click on this value to reference the cell in which the value is found in, which is cell E5. Then I'll bring my forward slash, which represents division in Microsoft Excel. Then I'll come here and click on 12, and then the cell D5 will be referenced. So now I have my formula here, which is equal sign E5 divided by D5. I'll go ahead and click on enter. Now see what we have here. It has divided the 120 over 12 for me, and now we have our answer here. So these are some of the ways we can use our formulas to add, subtract, multiply, and divide our values. Now there are other ways you can also add your numbers in Microsoft Excel. You can use the AutoSum function to add your values in Microsoft Excel. Now let's try it. I want us to add the number 10 here, the number 100, and then the number 110. So what I'm going to do is that I'll select all the numbers. So I've selected the number 10, the number 100, and then the number 110. So that is called a range because we've selected multiple cells. So as you can see, I've selected this number 10, which is found in cell D2, and then I've selected the number 100, which is found in cell E2, and then I've selected the number 110, which is found in cell F2. So my range is D2 to F2. That's the range I have selected. Now I will go up here to the editing group here, and then click on AutoSum. So when I click on AutoSum, look at what I have here. It is adding my numbers, the ones I selected, the 10, the 100, and then the 110. So it adds them for me. So I can do the same thing for this using the AutoSum, but we can add these values here using the autofill method. So I'll bring my mouse pointer here until it turns into this skinny plus sign. I'll click and then drag down, so it will add the rest of the numbers for me. So this is how you use the AutoSum to add your numbers. Now let's go ahead and start discussing our functions. The first function I want us to look at is the sum function. As you can see from the name, sum, it means we use it to add numbers. So let me undo some of the things I've done here. Let me undo some of them. Alright, so now I want us to add the prices I have here, the first price up to the last price. So I want the answer to be here. So let me come here and start typing my sum function. So I'll bring my equal sign, sum. So when I start typing, it will start giving me the option. So I'll go ahead and click on it. Now I want to add the whole price. So I'll go ahead and select the range, and then I'll close my parenthesis. So if you look at the range I've selected, the 100 is in cell E2, and then the last number, which is also 100, is in cell E6. So look at our function here. It says equal sum E2 to E6. So this is our sum function. So I'll go ahead and press enter. So when I press enter, it will add the values for me, the values of the prices for me, and then this is what I have here. So when I click on our answer, and then I come to the formula bar, see what we have there. It shows the function we just typed to get the answer. So you can see that it is here. So this is how it is. Now let's talk about the mean function. So the mean, M-I-N, that's the short form of minimum. So the minimum function is used to find the smallest value in a range of numbers. So if you look at here, quantity, the smallest number we have is 8. So if you want to use a function to find the smallest value here in this range, which is D2 to D6, that's the range. The smallest number here is 8. Now I want the answer to be here. Let's come here and then type our main function. So let's begin. Equal sign main. So if I start typing, it will show up here. So I'll click on it, and then I'll come here and select my range. I'll close my parenthesis, and then I'll hit enter. So see what we have here. It returns the lowest value in the range we just calculated. So it is here, 8. So the answer I have is 8. So when I click on the cell that contains the answer, and then I go to the formula bar, see what I have there. It shows the function there, equal sign mean D2 to D6. Now let's look at the maximum value, or the max value. So the minimum is used for finding the lowest value. That means the max does the opposite. It will find the highest value. So if you look at this range we have here, which is F2 to F6, let me select the range F2 to F6. The highest value we have here is 120. So let's go ahead and type the function, equal sign max. So it shows up here. I will double click on it, then I'll come and select the range, and then I'll close my parenthesis. So when I hit enter, see what we have here. It shows our highest value in the range, which is 120. We also have the average function, which is used to calculate the mean of numbers found in a range. So if you look at, let me undo what we just did here. So I want to find the average of these numbers: 100, 20, 9, 120, and then 100. I want to find the average of these numbers. So I'll come here. I want the answer to appear here. So equal sign average. So average is showing up here. I will click on it, double click on it, then I'll select my range, then I'll close my parenthesis. When I hit enter, this is the average. When I click on the answer, and then I go to the formula bar, it shows you that this is the function we entered to get this answer. So that's the average function. Let's go ahead and look at the COUNTIF function. So the COUNTIF function is used to calculate items in a cell that meets a certain condition. So this is the syntax for the COUNTIF function here on the screen. So now let's go ahead and look at how we can use the COUNTIF function. So if you look at the label we have here, it says item name. So if you look at the things we have here, we have apple here, we have banana, we have orange, we have apple repeating itself here, and we also have banana repeating itself here. So we have one apple here, and we also have another one apple here, making it 2 apples. So now if I want to count the number of apples here, I can use the COUNTIF functions so that it will meet a certain criteria or a certain condition, meaning we are calculating for the total number of apples we have in the range. So let's go ahead to calculate the total number of apples we can find in this range. So I have my equal sign here, then I'll type my COUNTIF. Alright, it comes here. Let me double click to select it. So let me select my range. I'll bring my comma, and then I'll put my criteria or condition in quotation marks. So let me do that. My criteria is apple. We are looking for the number of apples, so I'll put it in quotation marks, and then I'll close my parentheses. So when I hit the enter, I expect to get 2 as an answer. So let's try it. So see what we have here. It is 2. So when I select the cell where we have the answer, and then when we go to the formula bar, see what we have here. It is showing the formula I just typed to get the answer 2. So this is the COUNTIF method for you. So here, if you look at the range we have here, orange appears here once. So let's try and then make the criteria as orange and see what will happen. So equal sign COUNTIF. So let me select my range, comma, then I'll put my criteria in quotation marks, and my criteria is orange. So let me close the quotation marks and then close my parentheses. So I expect to get the answer 1 if I hit the enter. So see what we have here. Our answer is 1. So this is how we use the COUNTIF function. We use it to calculate the number of items we can find in a range of cells. Now let's go ahead and look at how we can use the SUMIF function. So this is the syntax for the SUMIF function. So now let's look at how we can use the SUMIF function. Now if you look at apple here, the first apple we have here, the quantity is 10 and then the price is 100 cedis. And then the second apple we have here, the quantity is 12 and the price is 120 cedis. So now I want us to calculate the total number of the prices for apple. So if you add 100 plus 120 here, it should give you 220. So the SUMIF function is used to perform or add numbers that meets a certain criteria or a certain condition. So the condition here is that we want to calculate the total price for the apple we have here. We have apple here, we also have apple here, and their prices are 100, and then the prices are 120 and then 100. So when we combine them, 100 plus 120, we should get 220. So I want the answer to come here. So let's start. Equal sign, sum if, then I'll select my range here, comma, and then my criteria, which is apple, I'll put it in quotation marks. Let me close it. I'll bring my comma again, and then the sum range. So the prices are here, that will be the sum range. So let me select that one too, and then I'll close my parenthesis. So let me hit the enter. So see what we have here. We have 220. So the prices for apple is 220. So when I click on this cell and then I come to the formula bar, see what we have here. It shows the function I typed to get this particular answer we have here. So this is our lesson for today. In this lesson, we've looked at how we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide our values using formulas. And we also looked at how we can use functions like min, max, sum, average, sum if, and then count if. In future lessons, we will look at functions like concatenate, HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, and other complex functions. Don't forget to check the description of this video to join us for the Q&A session. I will leave the link there, or you can also check the pinned comments in the comment section for the link to join the Q&A session. I'll be waiting for you there. See you there.